scene reminiscent of the past. Hundreds, if not 1,000, American citizens packed between a church and a county courthouse, each with a common message. Taxes in the United States are too high and government spending is out of control.
Higher taxes, to protest against higher taxes and socialism taking over our country.
The Tea Party movement has spread quickly with events like Laurel's in towns and cities across the country. It's a grassroots effort that isn't about being a Republican or a Democrat, but about being an American who pays taxes.
This is nonpartisan. It's non-party. It's just people that want to take our country back. We want to preserve the Constitution.
Organizers of the local event said they were pleased to see so many people taking part in their right to peacefully protest.
Lined up from street to street, got almost a whole street block. We're so glad you're here to celebrate with us. Just want to mention one thing that'll make you all be real happy. If you keep up with the Tax Foundation in Washington, D.C., they calculate from the beginning of the year how long it takes for us to work in order to take care of our local, state, and federal taxes. This past Monday, April 13th, was Tax Freedom Day, and you've paid your taxes for the year. Yeah! Now, isn't it exciting?
And as a group of having those shared common beliefs, we could change America. We could get and we've got to say next. And what I mean by next is our congressional delegation that we send to Washington. I don't think a single incumbent ought to be reelected.
Chris McDaniel, a state senator from Ellisville, said people protesting should be prepared for opposition attacks against them.
Hello, fellow radicals. I cannot tell you what an honor it is to be here this afternoon. It's such a beautiful day as we take that first step to reclaim our birthright of liberty. The first step of a long journey. And as I look out here today, I don't see radicals. I don't see terrorists. Homeland Security might disagree. What I see are statesmen. And I see patriots. And I see perhaps the most important strand of our DNA, and that is the longing for liberty.
Maintaining that the Tea Party events aren't partisan, McDaniel pointed out extreme spending from both current President Barack Obama and past President George W. Bush.
It's a government out of control. It's a government that has become oppressive. Right now we know that we have federal programs gobbling up more money every day. We know that we've seen 2 executive departments created within just the last 8 years. We have all but stopped talking about the flat tax. It has now joined the gold standard in public policy purgatory. The prescription drug benefit program passed just a few years ago was the first new entitlement program in an entire generation. And sadly, it was done by a Republican president. We signed the expansive Sarbanes-Oxley Regulatory Act, and we presided over the fastest growth of spending this country has ever seen. We have seen during the last administration the first $2 trillion budget and the first $3 trillion budget. And during this administration, we've seen that magnified.
Using those examples, McDaniel said it's now time for Americans to take control.
We too want change. We don't want to pay for our neighbor's house note. We don't want to be the world's police force. We don't want to bail out defunct and corrupt corporations. We don't want a new world order. We don't want a new world currency. And we certainly don't want a chief executive that apologizes.
Another movement, the 912 Project, also uses some of the same ideas. Jason Niblett for LeaderCall.com.